Hey guys, welcome to the IELTS Speaking Success Series. It's Trushank, your host for this channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about lexical resource. It means vocabulary, which is one of the major area which we need to consider in order to get the higher band score in IELTS speaking section. In my previous episode, I have discussed about fluency and coherence. So, if you have missed that episode, then don't worry. I'm going to put the link in the description box below so that you can check out that video once you finish with this. Now, let me tell you one thing. I've decided to keep this video shorter so that it would be easy for you to stay tuned till the end, because I myself tend to get bored when I'm watching the longer videos. Now, without having any further ado, let's get straight into it. Firstly, let me tell you what examiners consider when they are marking your speaking performance, especially with lexical resource. They usually focus on three areas. Firstly, they will check whether you use topic specific vocabulary or not, and that too with precision. Secondly, they will check whether you are able to use some less common words or some idiomatic language or not. Thirdly, they will check whether you will be able to paraphrase or not. So, these are the three parameters based on which you are being marked. Now, before giving you some suggestion, I would like to tell you the differences between low band score responses and high band score responses. So, let's first discuss the low band score lexical responses. In this kind of responses, students use the same language which is there in the question. For instance, if the question is, do you like the outdoor sport? And the students usually reply like this: I like outdoor sports such as cricket and volleyball. So, in this answer, student use the like word which is there in the question. It means he or she does not have any other word to show examiner that he has a range of vocabularies. Secondly, they rarely use any idiomatic language or some phrasal verbs or collocation, and even if they use them, they are using them in a wrong context. On the other hand, some high level band responses, high level lexical resource responses use the different language by altering the words, using the synonyms and restructuring the sentences. Secondly, they use the idiomatic language, collocation, some phrasal verbs with precision. So, these are the differences between low level lexical resources and high level lexical resources responses. Now, let me tell you some suggestion which will help you to score 7+ in your IELTS speaking section. Firstly, you should be able to use the paraphrasing effectively and efficiently. See, in part 1 question, the questions are generally about yourself, your work, your studies, and you can often encounter the question like this: do you like outdoor sports? Do you like music? Do you like fishing? So, in this kind of question, you need to use paraphrasing in order to replace the words which are there in question. You can replace like by using I love doing so, I'm passionate about doing this, I'm fond of doing this, I adore doing this, I enjoy doing this. By this way, you can show the examiner that you have range of words and you can use them in a right context. Secondly, you should use idiomatic language with precision. Now, let me be very clear. If you use idioms in wrong context, you'll be penalized. It's not about using idioms over and over again. It's about using idioms, phrasal verbs, collocation and some less common words in an appropriate context. If you are using them in a wrong context, it will be detrimental for you and you would be awarded the lower band score for that. The third thing which you need to consider is use the topic specific vocabularies. For part 1, many students are able to paraphrase effectively and efficiently because the topics are generally about themselves, their employment and their studies, and they know the words which can be used in this kind of questions. However, for part 2 and part 3, where topics can be abstract, they are struggling to generate the words which are needed to answer for this kind of question. So, what's the solution for this? See, it's not an overnight process to learn this language. You need to surround yourself with English. You need to read English novels. You need to listen English podcast. You need to speak in English with your friends and family members on a regular basis. If you do so, then you absorb this language. Moreover, you need to learn some topic specific words, and if you do so, then you'll come to know about some new phrases which you can use in your speaking and in your writing. So these are various tips which you should consider in order to get the higher band score in your speaking module. I hope you have liked this video, and if you do so, then consider hitting the bell icon so that you will never miss any updates regarding IELTS preparation and foreign education. Thanks a lot for watching, and bye for now.